Hello and welcome to, firstly, an announcement. I'm starting a new car. We're starting a new journey, people, and hopefully it's going to end up slightly better than the last car I tried, which we will not mention again. Yes, I'm building the Ferrari F40. I know it has been built by a few people and they're quite a way into it now, but I was going to leave this one until I'd finished the other car. But, well, you know how that turned out. So, this one I am a lot more hopeful about because I've looked at some of the other stages, and this is a prime example of what I'm talking about. See these little tiny spindly little gold bits? Well, I had to put those in myself in the other car, and at least one of them snapped, which is really annoying. So let me tell you, I am not at all unhappy that this has already been done and that we cut a couple of corners here and there in this build, because doing every single microscopic detail is not a pleasurable thing. I'm not too unhappy about that. I'm always struggling with where to put my microphone. Anyway, in the first two parts, I'm doing these two magazines at a time, and I'm happy to be back to the physical magazines again. The first one is doing the bumper, if you could even call it a bumper, because you don't want to bump into anything in these cars. And the second part is the first seat. They do tend to give you, I think, as far as I can tell at least, some very obvious and interesting parts early on in this build compared to the other build. And I've seen how you put the tyre over the wheel in this car versus the previous car, and it's completely different. There doesn't seem to be any need to soak the tyre, and trust me, that's a very good sign for me. I'm going to build this in the same way as I did the last attempt, and then show you what I've done at the end. Now, they don't seem to supply you with a screwdriver as far as I could tell. I've also had to catch up because one thing that you should know if you are planning to subscribe to this car and you haven't already and you were thinking about it, the one thing that you should know, and that isn't pointed out by other YouTubers, is the fact that even though the site seems to be saying that you can subscribe from issue 1 and that's what you can select on the site, you can't, because you've missed the boat now. You will only get where the subscription is up to from when it was first released. I'd say give or take 1 to 4 weeks after it was first released. So you need to bear that in mind, because I had to pay a lump sum, which was I think over £200 to catch up. So without further ado, let me have a little look in these magazines, find myself a spare screwdriver for the little screws, and let's see how nice this one is to put together. I guess everything is going to start off nice. That's the honeymoon period, but we'll see what happens after that. And there we have it, people. First thing I did was the grills. Now, I was a little bit skeptical at first that I was going to pull this off, because it was quite hard to keep the little tiny slivers of metal for the grill in place while you screwed the housing over the back like that. But to my surprise, it actually worked, and you can't see any join at all when you look all around. So that's nice. So that's that bit done. And in the seat, which is a really lovely furry seat, you have to put the 4 little bits of plastic in the holes, which I know sounds very simplistic, and way too easy. But trust me when I say this, easy and pleasurable is exactly what I needed after what happened with the previous car. So I'm very happy right now. So that being said, that was part 1 of the Ferrari F40 I can't say it. Competizione. I keep hearing Wayne say it and it sounds so easy. Well, anyway, let's just call it a Ferrari F40 from now on, shall we? Make my life easy. This wasn't a snap decision. I actually wanted to subscribe to this car as well as the Ford GT40. I wanted to subscribe at the same time, but I thought my finances where they were. But then my ROX subscription ended, so I signed up for the F40. And then certain events happened, and I have started this a lot earlier than I thought I would be. So far, so good. It's a nice build, and it's looking to be nice and big as well. I'm very happy with what I've done so far. I found this screwdriver to be pretty much perfect for the screws. Let's see where this journey takes us, shall we? And hopefully down a very long and happy road. Hope you have enjoyed watching the first one. I know there's not too much to see, not too much to do, but that's exactly what I needed. So, that being said, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your support, and I will see you next time.